to go. Apparently they already started. Oh my god, I don't even have the deck lists up. Don't save. Don't save. Mod's deck. And where's Lars's deck? Where did I put Lars's deck? Welcome back.
Sorry, you thank me?
No, of course, welcome.
Okay.
Lars's deck. There we go. So, Mods has by far I think, an even more interesting deck than the deck we already saw.
I know this deck.
Yes, I talked about wanting to build this deck, if you remember.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is Monoblack Spectacle Disruption, is what I would call it, I think. It's so juicy. It has all the cards that I wanted to play in this meta game. While Lars is on, I think 4-color.
Is
he on 4-color or Jeskai?
No,
Gates?
he's 4-color.
4-color, yeah, the forest.
With a bit of a spoiler there. He's playing Emma's wilderness reclamation deck. I think, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's exactly Emma's. So it's got Wilderness Reclamation and then 1000-Year Storm, which I can actually talk extensively about because I think it's a very interesting choice. But then Matt's deck is also very this is actually, I think this is sort of deck-wise the most interesting game so far.
Yeah.
Because on the one hand we've got Monoblack, right?
Yes.
Without Blade Brand, which obviously disappoints me greatly.
Yes, that's going to be my first question in the post-interview.
Yeah. But apart from that, so 1000-Year Storm, it's super interesting. So once you go with the Wilderness Reclamation, you have different ways of sort of what you want for your finisher. So you can do what Tears does, which is just looping Nexuses of Fate over and over again. You can do what I do, which is with Electro Dominance. Or you can do what Amma does, which is interesting because 1000-Year Storm as a win con can actually turns your early game removal. So you get to play early game removal, like Shock or Shivan Fire, and then use that to finish out the game later.
Yeah.
Which I think
have to talk a bit more quietly.
You can use that then to finish out the game later, which I think is sort of interesting. Because I think both me and Des have cards, sort of Shock or Shivan Fire, or cards like that from the main, because they're so dead in certain matchups. But because of 1000-Year Storm, they're never dead if you're playing that. Also, Lars is going 4 colors, and instead of Chemist's Insight and Invert Invent and cards like that, though he is playing 1 Invert Invent,
yeah.
But sort of, he's playing Guild Summons, so it's a different way of going about things. But all in all, you're doing the same thing, really. Yeah.
I was gonna say something, but now I lost my...
Sorry, it was a bit rambly there.
No, that's okay, that's okay. So why is this deck playing Wilderness Reclamation still? Just for the big 1000-year turn?
Yeah, sort of the big...
Because it's also not playing that many counter spells. No. And only 1 Devious cover-up, so no infinite cover-up.
I think that's a mistake, honestly. But just the shuffle, though, I will argue that just the shuffle is very powerful in a deck like this. It's why Gaia's Blessing is also a pretty playable card. Because of Invert Invent, you can shuffle, say, an Expansion Explosion back in, and then go fetch it, and you get some value out of it that way. But this is actually where I got the idea from Double Spell Piz in the main, which Emma also does, which I think is very interesting.
This is Emma Mongot?
Yeah.
Yeah. She was also invited for this invitational, but couldn't make it.
Right. Okay, that can explain. Yeah.
Okay, so and this is the card that actually got me. This is the card you want to build the deck for. It's Playcrafter.
That's how you do that.
Because it sits so nicely in the meta game right now. It's a decent clock. It has
I
the
love
power.
This play. This is the kind of thing you want to do with Monoblack. So Fungal Infectious is not going to do anything, but if you pair it with Playcrafter and in response to the trigger, to the The trigger, you make a little token, sack it. I mean, you're fine with this. This is just trading a fungal infection from a card in their hand.
Uses another fungal infection to uptrade that Playcrafter.
Yeah.
I'm also happy Mats brought his tokens.
Yeah. And
So-
they're fancy tokens as well.
Mats is an interesting character in the Gentry story, in the whole metagame development, because he's always shown up with these hyper streamlined, super scary decks. Like he was the one who brought mono blue
mono blue.
aggro to Gentry, and he made an article that we're gonna post shortly after the Invitational as well, about 4 monocolored decks.
That's super great. That's
So
great.
while everybody is hyping over, we have gates, we can do everything now. Mats is like, if you're going to take an extra turn doing stuff, then I'll be using that extra turn to squeeze
super
in my
interesting.
advantage.
That's a great article. I'm really looking forward to that. That sounds really good.
So we have the...
Oh, by the way, before I forgot, another payoff with Wilderness Reclamation is obviously Dawn of Hope as well.
Yeah.
Because you can make multiple tokens and then swing in.
He's playing Dawn of Hope?
Yeah, he's playing.
Up here
Emma's playing,
there's
yeah.
a few as well. Let's... all his cards are...
You couple of things.
Yeah. Everything's mixed up here. So, that's another land. Everything.
You want the land sapper too, do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so people, if you're gonna send in your deck lists to Niels, I think I split. I think I did.
You did it properly. Most people naturally do it, and then but this is usually because you're using some sort of export from because these are
I do, but then I
alphabetically-
edited it.
edited it.
Edited it.
There we go. In the meantime, we have double Wilderness Reclamation here, infinite mana for Lars. And that Guild Summit is there to supply continuous advantage. I'm not sure what Mats is doing in the meantime. I see...
He's flooding, is what he's doing, I think.
Yeah. And that's sort of the issue with the deck, is it doesn't have this value grinding engine in it. And that's something you're really missing.
Yeah. He's playing drill bits. That's very interesting as well.
Yeah, I found that fascinating as well. And then on the other hand, only one duress.
No,
two
he's got
main.
2 main.
Yeah. Okay.
What's Dead Revels? Oh yeah, it's
Return 2
it's
creatures,
Return, yeah.
which is actually really good, and I would like to would have played in the main.
Yeah.
And I think our webcam just gave in. I think they unplugged it somewhere. Yeah.
Okay.
Or you're standing on it. Yes, you are.
Oh, Niels, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. You keep talking.
Oh, yeah.
To get it to work.
Is this on?
It's still on.
Okay. Hi, chat. I'm gonna sit down in a big chair for once. I feel like an actual streamer now. That's pretty good. I've got the trophy in the background. I've got a bed. That's new. Okay. No, the issue is the stream, right? Can you guys see the game properly? Because I don't think you can, right? It's frozen. Should be. Yeah. What do you want me to do? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I should have won. I totally misplayed. Because we didn't quite go over it when I lost, but I had I could have just electrodominanced him in the face. That's true. Well, yeah. It's not quite a solo Corvus stream at the moment. Because no, but I'll go through it now because Niels is doing his thing.
You're on camera.
Yeah, okay. So I'll go through it now. So I did totally miss lethal the first game round. I didn't miss lethal in the sense that I didn't see it. I missed lethal in the sense that I played Search for Iskanta, tapped my 2 lands, then saw, oh, you dumb idiot, you can't electro-dominance him in the face now for 4. That's not going to happen. So then I had to do this weird-ass play with the Murmuring Mystic. But, yeah. All in all, did have lethal. Could have won that game. I don't know why I'm in an invitational either. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, okay. It's sort of odd. Usually I'm better at sort of talking to myself, but this is sort of hard. Right. Sander, Jesus Christ, you're not making this very easy on me. Well, it sort of is, right? I mean, if you'd be more responsive, that would be... Now that's interesting. Oh, this is back.
Let's hope we're back.
Oh.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah, okay, we're back.
Okay, do you want to sit back in your chair?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
Well, unless you want to do the whole handling from my side.
Oh, no, thank you. Thank you very much.
Careful for the cables.
Yeah.
Squeeze in here. Up, and we're back.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so, to celebrate that we're back.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe.
Niels, I've never talked about this before, but when you search for magic cards...
Oh, it does weird stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, what happened in the match? You don't know either. Kobe trying to seduce the viewers. What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I'm pretty sure I just stared into the camera very intensely. like a deer in headlights.
Oh, we got cool stuff happening. So we went online just in time.
Yeah.
Woo!
Okay, this is exciting. My top button was not undone. It never is.
Oh, it was actually held by the moderator. So the chat had no idea what we were talking about.
Okay.
Now you do.
Okay.
So 1,000-year storm has hit the battlefield. A drill bit gets fired back, but I'm afraid that at this point Lars is in only...
Yeah, but he's losing the wizards. So.
Which is nice.
Yeah, but next turn he probably is going to go Guild Summit land. And
Guild Summit draw 11 billion lands.
Yeah. Cards, hopefully, but lands possibly as well.
So Guild Summit, because that's the big engine card here.
Yeah.
When it enters the battlefield, tap any number of gates you control, draw a card for each gate. Whenever a new gate enters the battlefield, draw a card. Oh.
Okay.
So this is that mid-game engine, that card advantage machine that Motz's deck is missing at this point. Like if he
But this is a very extreme case, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Guild Summit is an insane card. If you've got multiple of them, especially. That's sort of the thing with sort of a Guild Summit deck. At this point, I don't think it quite matters what you're going to be playing. Like, you can be playing regular gates, 1,000-year storm, like maybe something with Nexus. It doesn't quite matter because you've got so many cards that whatever you're doing, you're probably going to be able to, you know.
Yeah. Wait, what did he just cast?
Route.
This?
Yeah, circuitous route. Is it that?
Ah, here.
Yeah.
Circuitous.
Circuitous, right?
Circuitous?
Pretty sure. The only thing I'm unsure about is whether it's route or route. Yeah, thank you. That helps a ton. Thank you. Routes.
What?
Is it route or route?
I think that depends whether you're American or English.
Right. We're neither.
It's route.
It's circuitous.
On is West Flemish, eh?
Yeah, circuitous route.
Route.
Circuitous route, best route.
Circuitous route. Okay, so we're charging up the 1,000-year storm.
We're expansioning and explosioning.
Uh-huh. We're making verdzing.
Yeah.
Because of the E at the end. And it's not that simple, actually. I agree with Kobe here. So, he's double inventing here? Triple inventing?
Yeah, because of the 1,000-year storm, right?
Yeah. But he does not have... yeah, he doesn't have Nexus of Fate.
No. But Nexus of Fate is actually, unless you're going for Tess's build specifically,
Yeah.
Nexus of Fate is the least vital card, I think.
So this is a double
big-
explosion you?
Yeah, triple, right? So that's going to be...
Triple? I would make him count a library.
You can make him draw, right? So...
Oh, sure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so Lars takes home game 1, and
Basketball.
we are... what? Basketball?
You just go ahead.
Kobe memes.
I don't want to...
Kobe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, sideboards for mods. We have Fountain of Renewal. That's more of a mono-red thing. Moment of Craving, same. Dead Revels, I think, is coming in to reuse creatures. Vicious Offering, doesn't really need it. An extra Duress, yes. Abnormal Endurance, probably. Ill-Gotten Inheritance, I think he's also bringing that one in. For Lars, we have Blink of an Eye, Crushing Canopy, Healing Grace, Negate, Shock, Spell Pierce. Shocks are coming in, I think.
I don't know. Depends. You have, if you're Lars, you don't know the entire deck quite, do you? You've just seen some sort of 1/1s and 3/2s.
Yeah.
For example, if you're Lars, you're probably thinking Matt's playing like Eldest Reborn or something along those lines. So you might want to bring in Negate. Like that would be a thought. Like, I think, I'd bring in like a Negate maybe.
Yeah.
Or
But that's not there.
it's not there, but
No.
you sort of expect it, I think, in a Monoblack.
So what's Mott's actually playing? He's playing Footline Fiend, Fungal Infection, Duress, Dusk Legion Zealot, Burglar Rats, Abnormal Endurance, Plaguecrafter, Drillbit, Midnight Reaper, Ravenous Chupacabra, Spawn of Mayhem, Demon of Catastrophes, Blade Juggler, Doom Whisperer. So, and this is exactly the problem that I had when I tried to make this deck, is it disrupts the early and the mid game really well, and then has to finish off a very mediocre aggro plan. Or you draw one of your rares, and then you finish off a mid-game strong aggro plan that crumbles as soon as somebody has a good removal spell.
And something like Eldest Reborn or something, like a card like that to get you.
But the
from
thing
mid
is,
to late.
yeah, but you don't have the tools to play the long game against control.
Right.
So, Eldest
Why?
Reborn.
Yeah. Why would you?
Eldest Reborn is good against mid-range decks. Like if there was a dinosaurs deck or a what's his face?
Yeah, I'm
Simic
just
deck.
thinking of like maybe stealing like just sort of for the last option there. So it's sort of the third bit of the saga to like steal a win con from your opponent.
Yeah.
Not necessarily one you kill with Eldest Reborn, but you discard like a win con from them with your discard spells, like drill bits or something, and you can get it back with Eldest Reborn.
Yeah.
To I mean,
still it's a different kind of deck.
yeah, maybe, yeah. Or
And-
Ill-Gotten Inheritance is also kind of an interesting card to get you past the...
No, I like that. But he has one of them and
I'm
in his
playing more,
sideboard.
actually.
Yeah.
I'm probably playing more. I think that's interesting.
So-
Ill-Gotten
so-
Inheritance is such an interesting card for Gentry.
I agree. So what this deck wants to do is trade 1-for-1s constantly. Trade effect for card.
Yeah.
make you discard, make you play a removal spell on the play crafter. And if it does that, this deck just wrecks you completely. The problem comes when a Gates Ablaze resets the parity, or you have a Guild Summit just negates all the work that you've done up to then. So in that regards, this is again a deck that's faced with a really bad matchup.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, the color pie is still a thing in Magic, so you still always gonna have this issue that whenever you're playing a monocolored deck, there's going to be gaps that you just cannot fill, how hard you may try. Like enchantment removal or something like that. It's just going to be so terribly
Immortal
hard.
Sun is an interesting...
That's going to be interesting, yeah.
So we have a drill bit resolving here. Takes the Guild Summit. Yeah, really important. This is how he fights back against these. Because if he can make sure those stay out of the game, we see Lars here actually leaving in the Revitalize. He's playing 4 main deck Revitalizes. Strong play.
What do you mean leaving in the main Revitalize? How do you know?
It's in his hand.
I thought that was a guild game.
The
Revitalize, right?
Yeah.
The draw cards.
Game 3? I thought I saw it in his hand.
I thought I saw that hand, but whatever.
Sure.
Yeah, it could be.
Wait, why is the spell pierce? What?
Because he spell pierced the drill bait.
So why did we see the hand?
Because he still had 2 mana remaining.
Ah, sure. So there were 2 drill bits.
It was like a tempo spell pierce. No, it was one. There's 1 drill bit. Matt's at 3 mana. Played a drill bit for 1.
Yeah.
Got spell pierced. Paid 2.
And then it's resolved.
No, it did. Yeah, it resolved.
Because he paid 2.
Because he paid 2.
Okay. Yeah. Why did he spell pierce? I don't know.
I think
trying to fight back tempo.
Yeah, probably.
I don't like the play from Lars
me
either. So
I think you wouldn't. I just wouldn't play spell pierce in that. Although I don't know. Actually, you do want to keep spell pierce, maybe.
Keep it together, Niels. I'm sorry, I lost track on what's happening there. I mean, I have this dashing young man sitting next to me.
Yeah, and if we've learned one thing about me, it's I'm very well organized and keeping track of things. Yeah, very good at that. Can I look at those actually whilst you're...
Oh, sure. If you want one particular one to occur.
I mean, I could go through all of them, but I don't.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Okay, so 1 drill bit, 8 an opt. The other opt was cast. Kobe is the best track keeper. Kobe.
I don't think I am. Tyler's tracking. Oh, that's it. That's a good track keeper.
He has a clue on what's happening.
Yeah. That's so dumb. Okay, I think it's actually thus far going decently for Matt. Right?
Yes, taking that Guild Summit out of Lars's hand really defanged what his deck can do in this matchup. Oof. And here we have that big finisher showing up. And he knows that there shouldn't be that much in Lars's hand to fight back against this. It's big enough to survive Gates Ablaze for the next turn as well. A Dawn of Hope isn't going to cut it here. Where's the Dawn of Hope? No, don't go. Phew. Don't open your chaps. So that's the 5th gate though. That means that next turn Lars can if maybe Gates Ablaze away that Doom Whisperer.
Which Matt knows, right? He has a Gates Ablaze in his hand, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So are you crazy enough to force dig into a Duress or a Drill Bit here with that Surveil?
I totally would. I think.
I don't think
it's really the only way Lars is going to be able to get rid of that.
Passes priority. Yeah, his other answers to resolved.
It's like a chained shock with 1000-year storm maybe, but
yeah, 6th gate. He also has Crushing Canopy in the side, but I don't think that comes in.
No. He's got the endurance. Yeah. Okay,
that
makes
explains. Yeah.
Sense. Okay. Also, a good card, by the way. I like abnormal endurance. It's like supernatural stamina, which is like really good.
What's
Gentry
going
card.
on here? I was on the Windows key instead of the control key. So abnormal endurance. The rats.
Yeah, it's a rat.
So
yeah.
abnormal endurance saves the Doom Whisperer. Burglar rat nabs a card. And it's burglar rat plus the Playcrafter that's going next. That's going to
that's
completely break this game apart.
See, Lars has to ditch the Nif Mizzet because he's got the second Gates Ablaze.
Yeah.
If you're Mats now, you have to play the Playcrafter.
Yes.
Because
just knowing
he ditched Nif Mizzet, whatever's going to be in this hand, you want to
sack this. You cannot make a token. Discard, you're out. Top deck, nothing. Start crying. Well, he can make a lifelink token. That's irrelevant. No. Yes, and Mats takes game 2. So we're going to game 3 with Mats on the draw, which is actually relevant. This is like one of those matchups where
turn 1 duress.
Just do you want to be on the play? Do you want the extra card? I mean, you're playing against this card. You've seen burglar rats, drill bits, duresses, and Playcrafters.
That's true.
I mean,
it depends. It depends. If Lars is playing all of the spell piercers or multiple spell piercers, I think there's an advantage in just taking out the first, just not allowing the first duress to resolve. I think that's somewhat interesting. But if you're taking out the spell piercers or you're keeping them to a minimum, you probably want to be on the draw. Exactly. Yeah. Probably want to be on the draw, because though I don't know actually. It's all about Guild Summit, right?
Yes.
It's all about Guild Summit and whether you get to resolve Guild Summit.
Yeah, that's the problem with this match is if Mats executes his game plan perfectly, there's nothing Lars can do. Except top deck a Guild Summit and negate everything in one swoop. I mean, there's nothing Mats can do against a top deck Guild Summit. He can wipe his entire hand, and then Lars just goes like, "Oh, a Guild Summit, boop, tap all but 3 of my gates. Hope to top deck a Gates Ablaze, swoop, get rid of your entire board. I'm in charge now."
Exactly.
And it's that dynamic that makes this matchup so awkward, and it's unfortunate for Mats to be paired up against this, because the other players we have here, I think there's only one other player that's playing Guild Summit as their card advantage engine, so it's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah.
But hey, he took one game. He discarded.
Yeah, he can totally do it.
He discarded the first Guild Summit.
But I think that's due to the Doom Whisperer. I think again.
Yeah, it's like I said. Yeah. It needs a weird aggro finish, where if he gets one of his rares to aggro with, it's going to be a lot scarier.
Exactly.
Also, we see him on 24 lands, and again with a very land-heavy...
22. Oh no, 24.
24, he has 2 Memorial to Follies as well. Yeah, he has 4.
I kind of want to lean in and see what he has, but it's kind of hard to...
And he top-decked the Memorial to Folly.
Yeah. But he can chain the jugglers. If this Dusk Legion Zealot can attack next turn, he can go either... Or probably wants to.
I think he has 2 drill bits.
Yeah, you probably want to go double drill bit then.
Yeah, because this is the turn where you get to take away the Guild Summit.
Exactly.
Because even the turn 4 here, Guild Summit with nothing extra, just threatens so much advantage. Oof. Yeah, at this point it might actually be problematic.
That's really rough.
Dawn of Hope. And now we get double drill bit, I think. Yeah, well, playing the second one, not that juicy.
No. What do you take here? That's actually quite interesting.
Niv miss it?
Niv? Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
probably.
I'd like to take the Dawn of Hope.
You could take this spell pierce just to make sure you can.
Well, he's flooded. He has infinite lands.
Yeah.
Why would you take a spell pierce?
Yeah, but you can cast the spell pierce just to sort of, just to sort of lower his tempo, I guess. And if Miss It is far away from resolving.
True.
But yeah, Niv is probably safe pick.
It's 4 mana to create a lifelink token. Yeah. 4 mana, Matt. I just told you.
How do you know how many views you got? Oh,
That's
on the top there.
it's right here.
Okay.
So I think that's Funky Playcrafter that just entered the frame.
Oh no, it's a thing. It's a thingy. It says no, Demon of Catastrophes, I think.
Oh yeah.
Which again,
Yeah, if this
good on him. Very
if
good.
this sticks,
It's a fancy one, I think. It's
Yeah. yeah, if this sticks, it's just over in 3 turns.
yeah. You might actually be able to take this, which is. I don't know. I thought I wanted the fun deck to win, but I think Lars also does deserve a win. I think.
Well, both are fun decks.
Yeah,
They're-
both are very fun.
I like mods for innovation
That's-
more than Lars.
That's true.
And for length of games in the next 3 rounds. I also like mods better. Though we've only been streaming for 2 hours and 45 minutes, so
That's not that.
very manageable.
Yeah. How long do these usually go? Like, do people stay for dinner, that sort of thing?
There's no dinner planned, but
I
people
figured, yeah.
are very welcome to stick around, order something. But usually it ends after the finale.
Yeah.
Lars is playing the full deck. I'm not sure what you're implying here. Blade Juggler. Where's the Blade Juggler? The Juggler.
The jugglers.
Growth Spiral. So
Oh, he's juggling knives.
we found the gates ablaze.
See, this is swingy. You like this?
I like this. Yeah. Oh. How many gates is Lars actually playing? 4,
Probably 20, I think.
10, 14, 21.
21.
He has 4
Four
basics. Jesus. I was like, oh, he's so lucky that he got 6 out of 6. Okay, never mind. Wow. Memorial to Folly brings back the demon.
Does he have a creature to sack for the demon? Oh, there he is. Yes, he's got one.
Yeah. Plenty. Dusk,
He topped that
Legion
down.
Zelen. And the demon is back.
It's actually quite relevant, the 1/1 token, because now Matt has to swing in thrice instead of twice.
Thrice?
Thrice.
Ew.
Ooh.
So the only answer he has are gates ablazes to this demon. There's nothing else there.
No.
Expansion explosion
Yeah.
is big enough with 1 extra land.
No. He needs 3 extra lands, right?
Oh yeah, it's 4
It's four.
4
Yeah.
mana. It's 3 mana, right?
Or
3
more
and
relevant-
X. No?
No, it's X and 2 red, 2 blue.
Ah.
Or, as we call it in the business, 1 wilderness reclamation.
in the business.
In the business.
Wow. So this must be the greediest of all the reclamation
I think
decks.
so. Yeah, I think so.
Another Gates Ablaze. So now he has... I hope he has the Dead Rebels. Keeps drawing lands though.
It is a very... I'll be honest, out of all the reclamation decks, it is the most fun to play against, actually. Because it is so... I'm going to put this. It is so, like... I don't want to say obvious, but it's like... Either the one deck it's drawing like 7 cards out of a single Guild Summit, or it's not doing anything at all. Like you have sort of in the matchup versus Tess, you have this thing where you're trying to balance instant spells all the time, right? You're never really quite safe to cast anything because your opponent can cast an Nexus of Phase in response or something like that and totally screw you over. Whereas this deck, because it's more of a sorcery speak deck.
Yeah, it's more tap out control.
It's more tap out.
Brute force.
Exactly. So it makes...
Yeah, I see somebody writing on some walls here at this point. I mean, draws 2 cards. Drew 2 Gates Ablaze with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who's writing on these walls, but they're not wrong. Yes, do you sleep in this room?
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
I'm just wondering, because it's a bedroom.
Yes.
And I was wondering, could be sort of a show-offy sort of look, here's my bedroom sort of thing.
It's actually the guest room, but because I snore, I often sleep here. But because I lost so much weight, I snore a lot less. So I sleep more in the master bedroom now.
I'm learning so much today. I didn't know that was a thing. Snoring more as you got
heavier. Yeah. Actually,
oddly enough, not an issue I've ever had to face.
Summer writes on Nielsen's walls. Hey. Oh yeah. Apparently the chat wants us to stop flirting.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
What are these basics? Like, they're all the same. I don't recognize the art, and I think they're all foil for mods.
Yeah, probably. It may look foily.
Yeah. He's
at least playing all of the same ones, which is sort of a typical Lars move.
Tell me your weight loss secrets. It's having an active lifestyle and not eating a bunch of crap. Also, Boxy wants us to flirt more. Not surprised. You know this person, by the way.
Yeah, who's that? Who could that be?
I have policy not to say people's names.
Okay, that's fair. That's
on
fair.
Stream.
You can type it though.
I can type it. Yeah.
Exactly. No. Oh.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense then.
And then we have other people breaking my policy. Shame on you, Blanco.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry we're not really focusing on the game anymore, but
yeah, but it's sort of...
we have 6 life linkers now.
I mean, if there's an upset, we will go ooh or something like that. But
everybody's dropping all the truth bombs in the chat. Dead Revels.
Dead Revels. Pretty relevant card.
Is it doing anything anymore? I mean, the Demon of Catastrophe comes back.
Catastrophe.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Nils. I can't help
No,
it.
it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Brings a Dusk Legion Zealot for the munching. Brop. Assumes it resolves. I also feel that Mods was a bit flooded.
Yeah, that's very flooded.
In all the games that we've seen.
Yeah. Maybe you can actually play less than 24 lands in that deck.
I have a feeling...
Your curve is very low, actually, right?
But
The highest card you're playing is that Doom Whisperer. And that's only one of them. The rest is CMC.
Yeah.
4 or lower. So.
And he's not playing Blade Brand.
Exactly.
Would have been so impactful here.
Impactful in this.
Choosing not to go for the...
Yeah. That I get.
Not going for the Demon, but chooses to go for the Plaguecrafter. So let's actually get these updated. So Plaguecrafter on the Dusk Legion Zealot uses
Oh, that... Okay, yeah. So,
abnormal endurance on the Dusk Legion Zealot, so that when he sacrifices it'll come back. That gets answered with a shock on the Plaguecrafter. That ability is still on the stack.
right.
Or not.
Wait. Where's the shock? When was the shock cast?
Apparently at end of turn.
Yeah, then this makes sense, right?
Where did the Plaguecrafter ability go?
No, he sacked Dusk Legion Zealot to the Plaguecrafter ability, but came back because of normal endurance.
Yeah, sure. So now we're again one turn removed from
Yeah.
the end. What you got, Mods?
Yeah.
And now he just goes, Cry of the Carnage.
Yeah.
Like, what? No, Mod scoops him up, extends the hand, and that concludes the last of our quarter finalists.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at that bracket and put that last name there. Mods is going to the semi-final.
Oh, I'm looking at the next matchup. That's gonna be. This is gonna be another fun
Mods,
one.
no, Lars is going.
Yeah. Lars Vitesse. That's gonna be another interesting matchup.
Dun, 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 dun.
And then Jens Visander. Okay.
Wait, why the color is backwards?
So unless I'm mistaken, we have 4 decks now with a gate base eventually, with a gate mana base.
Yes, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, we do.
I'm actually quite disappointed about that.
Yeah.
Text 2. This time we're just letting
Just
everybody watch.
Oh, they can watch now. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is what I was seeing earlier. So.
Well, they only see the screen. They didn't see the menu.
Okay.
They also don't see these lines and the funky numbers everywhere.
Right.
You still have the best seat in the house.
Yeah.
So this is our bracket right now. We have Mods coming in to have a little chat here. Mods?
Yeah. Oh, I'm off again.
Yep.
Cheers.
For you as well. Careful with all the cables. Ja, wacht even. Ja, doe maar. Okay. You came back from Mana Flood town. Wow.
Game 1, Game 3, 2 times Mana Flood. This is the
Yeah.
game, but I'm disappointed. I see the bracket. I see all the control decks. I have a deck to beat control.
Yeah.
With all the anti-aggro cards on the sideboard. And I'm like, okay, the only guy I don't know what he's playing, I'm playing against him.
Mm-hmm.
So I see his deck, it's like, oh, that's Gates. It's a good matchup. It's one of the only matchups
Yeah.
I got to play in Sydney class. And
then
yeah,
it's a
first game
version.
it's flood and no discards at all.
Yeah.
And second game I win, and then third game just flood again, and yeah, good game.
So well, no, not that good game.
Yeah.
Are you used to playing versions that are running the full 4 Guild Summit?
We play 3, but
play
I know
three,
it's I know it's the card that
That breaks
the matchup revolves around. So
Yeah.
I strip his hand.
Mm-hmm.
I put on the clock. And yeah, if he draws it from the top, okay, I cannot do anything about it. But that's part of the game.
Yeah, sure. Have you considered making a version that has a white splash for utility?
No, because I think I had everything in the deck that I needed.
Yeah.
It started out a little more aggro with the 1/1 menace Stronghold Confessor from Dominario that you
that kicks for
the 3/3. And I had more Spectacle main deck to start out with, and it went a little more anti-control during testing.
Yeah, because
Especially
it's necessary in the
when I saw the
meta.
pairings and I saw that Alan was not in my half of the bracket, the moment of cravings went to the sideboard, and I brought in 2 duress and 1 abnormal endurance.
Yeah.
But,
So I've been tinkering with this Monoblack Disruption Shell as well. One of the cards that I was missing that I find very important in the matchup is Blade Brand.
I think I have all the weapons to deal with all creatures.
So you're not afraid of the mid-range matchup?
I'm afraid of Vinemare, but Blade Brand doesn't help me there.
Gives that? I know you can. It's a
Can
black
block it,
creature.
so,
yeah.
Yeah, I
good
could
point.
possibly make a sub-rolling and Blade Brand that sub-rolling.
Yeah.
But I can also make a sub-rolling block and give it abnormal endurance
That's enough.
to kill it like that. Right?
Yeah.
Almost never happens, but
Yeah, like Tom de Waal was going to play Vinemare with blue and Curious Obsessions.
Yeah,
that was looking like a juicy one as well.
I could drill bit it, could playcrafter it.
Yeah. Kobe was wondering, have you considered Eldest Reborn? And my take was it's too slow. It's
and it
more a
doesn't do-
control-y
It doesn't do
version.
anything that my deck needs to do. My deck needs to put on a clock, and it needs to disrupt my opponent as much as possible.
Yeah.
Which I haven't been able to do.
It was unfortunate. I really liked seeing your deck here.
My deck decided to make a fool of itself today. Bad timing.
It showed one game of what's it capable of.
Third game started out alright
Yeah.
as well. I had disruption and I had the clock.
Yeah.
Then he just went, okay, I draw cards, I cascade the blades, and everything was gone.
Yeah.
If by that time I would have had the abnormal endurance to keep my demon in game, or if I would have had a Death Revels at that point,
Also,
I would not have been out of the game yet. But
you were up against a 21 gate deck. We also have the Timur Gates Reclamation, Wilderness Reclamation
we played
decks.
21 as well.
Yeah.
21
So
for
you're used to
21
playing...
4 islands.
Yeah.
The only difference is we play a lot more blue
Yeah.
as the base, where these guys all seem to play green.
Yeah.
We don't have Circuitous Route because it feels like a win more cards.
Yeah. I agree with that. This is Lars's version is the greediest version of the deck that I've seen already. With the, like you say, the fourth.
He's left with only control matchups, so that's probably a good choice by now.
Yeah. Well, we still have Jeskai Gates in the hands of Sander, which is playing 11 counter spells, which I think at this point might be favored in these matchups, because he gets to fight on an unfair stage for those few key cards.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay.
Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for bringing an original deck.
Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't have performed better, because I really think it was the perfect deck to
I agree.
take down this thing.
I agree. Thank you very much.